You know, he has to decide whether to shave his head to be presentable for his wedding, or whether he wants to buy some meat for the guests that they're going to have at the wedding. I mean, he has to make decisions about, do I buy a few morsels of little pieces of meat, or do I shave my head? I mean, it's very different conditions than what we're used to. So different context. And now they have, the father is telling him, you know, about the woman he's going to bring home. So I'll read the first couple of sentences then, and we'll go from there. Wang Lun knew his father spoke well. Nevertheless, he had to struggle with his flesh before he could answer. And then he said violently, "At least I will not have a woman who is pockmarked or who has a split upper lip." "We have to see what is to be had," his father replied. Well, the woman was not pockmarked, nor had she a split lip. But this much he knew, but nothing more. He and his father had bought two silver rings washed with gold, and silver earrings. And these his father had taken to the woman's owner in acknowledgement of betrothal. Beyond this, he knew nothing of the woman who was to be his, except that on this day he would go and get her. So, the father and Wang Lung have to pay in order to bring the woman home. She's a slave. The fact that she is not pockmarked or has a split upper lip, long ago, before there were vaccinations, smallpox was a disease that was very prevalent all over the world, actually. I'm reading right now a book on the history of Bangkok, and 100 years ago, smallpox was a serious disease in Thailand. But now, you know, we have vaccinations. We don't have to worry about smallpox. So he's learned that his wife-to-be has not had smallpox, does not have a split upper lip. That's referring to like a cleft palate. This much we know. So right there where it starts with, he walked into the cool darkness. Oh, do you know what betrothal means? Oh. When you are betrothed to someone, you are promised to someone. You know, like in the case of marriage, you are engaged. You are committed to marriage, or it would be like a vow, a betrothal, a promise that you intend to keep. So let's start with, he walked into the cool darkness. Pip, would you start with that for us, please?
He walked into the cool darkness of the city gate. Water carried just outside. There burrowed darling which graced laps of water passed to and fro all day. The water splashing over of the rocks upon the stone. It was always wet and cool in the corner of the grave, under the thick wall of the earth. The bright, cool even upon a summer day, so that the melon window split the foot upon the stone. Melon spirit open to thee in the boy coolness. There were no yet, for the season was too early, but buckets of small hard green peas stood along the wall, and the window cried out. The first piece of the thing, the first piece by it first. You are forward of the person of winter.
Very good, very good. We have some new words here, I think. We have some new words, but what's happening is Wang Long has gone into the city, and he's describing what this city is like. The streets are crowded. People are washing and throwing their wash water out into the streets, you know, where it falls onto the earth, into the bricks. We've got vendors on the street selling melons and so on. When I come to teach in the morning, I take the Song Dao up a street that's very narrow, and it's crowded with vendors in the morning, especially in the morning. Everyone goes shopping in the morning, and it's just alive with activity. People, you know, selling things and buying things and washing, and so that's the scene that Wang Lung is describing here. Very different than his farm back in the countryside. The words that we might have just come across for the first time. Do you know what a barrow is? Barrow, B-A-R-R-O-W. Water carriers just outside. They're barrows laden with great tubs of water. Barrows. What is a barrow? A barrow is like a cart that you push. Usually they'll have like one wheel in the front and then handles in the back, and then you put things on them and you push. So a barrow, and then their barrows are laden with, that is, they're filled up, they're holding big tubs of water. So the image that he's giving us here is a merchant, a vendor, pushing a barrow with big tubs of water. Brick. Do you know what bricks are, of course, okay? Summer's Day, melon vendors.
So what is pass to and fro?
Okay, to pass to and fro. That's kind of an idiom. If we pass to and fro, let's see, what, pass to and fro. With great tubs of water, they pass to and fro. So on this busy street, we've got some vendors going this way and some vendors going that way and some vendors going, they're passing to and fro. To, and then fro is short for from.
Converse.
Yeah. So we've just got a lot of traffic, foot traffic on the street. People going to and fro. To and fro means a lot of people coming from this direction and a lot of people going in that direction. To and from, to and from, to and from. To and fro means a lot of traffic passing one another. No, that rolling would be different. Yeah. And then purge. Do we know what purge means? To purge means to sort of clean, to flush, if we purge. So this vendor is yelling to anyone who will buy his melons that these melons are good for you. These melons are good for you. The fruit, the juices will help purge your systems from all of the germs that you collected during the wintertime. He's trying everything he can think of to sell these melons. Wang Lung said to himself, let's see, let's start there if she likes them. Kai, would you read for us for a few sentences?
Thumbs up, teacher. If she let them buy her, they had food and he returned. He could not deny that when he walked back through the gate, there would be a woman walking behind him.
Okay.
He turned to the right, reaching the gate, and after a moment, was in the state of bubbles. There were still before him sorely only some farmers who carried their product into the town. The night before, in order the day I sell their vegetable at the dawn market and return for the day work in the field. As that shivering and crossing over their bucket, the bucket now empty and their feet. บางวันแอดบอยเด็มเลยซัมปิดไหนยิน For you wanted none of their jogging on each day, all down the street in a long line. The others stood behind a small store and one went to the further one and sat down upon the store and motioned to the other who stood shuddering to his neighbor. The barber came at once and began quickly to pour water from a kettle on the pot of charcoal into his bath basin.
Okay, very good. Very good, Kai. Very good.